Hello and welcome to Box, where we unbox, review and demonstrate the latest tech. Today we have with us this Razer Kraken V3 Hypersense gaming headset. If you've ever wanted to fully immerse yourself in a game but never quite reached that potential with a standard gaming headset, this Razer Kraken V3 offers an experience like nothing you've ever seen before. In a classic Razer move, the Kraken V3 delivers touch sensitivity gameplay using vibrations to literally get your head in the game. Opening up the box, you'll find the headphones nestled inside the packaging, beautifully presented to showcase exactly what's on offer here. Picking them up and taking a little look at the overall design, I can instantly see the care that's been taken into creating something that looks stylish but also feels comfortable. It has that classic Razer look, with the subtle embossed logo across the top band and a small Hypersense indicator on the side above the earpiece. The materials used are clearly high quality, largely made up of soft fabrics and memory foam, with the ear cups covered in a faux leatherette that's soft to the touch with an even softer silky material on the front-facing cushion. Of course, the part that instantly draws the eye is the central RGB lighting on the outer ears, surrounded by a circular textured pattern. It gives off that classic gamer aesthetic and allows full customization utilizing the Razer Chroma app if I wanted to match the color scheme with my current setup. The brilliant feature here is the fact that you can remove the microphone attachment completely. Now this is great for practical reasons as it's easier to store away, but I just like the adaptability of it, especially when using them as a regular set of headphones for listening to music inconspicuously on the go. Now it's also great to see a minimum amount of controls along the earpieces as they blend subtly into the design. There's no fuss, it's just a classic microphone mute button above a small scroll wheel for adjusting the volume on the back of the left earpiece. On the right, there's a small button on the bottom that toggles the use of the Razer Hypersense feature, which I'll get into in a bit. I do like the fact that the cables are woven in fabric, which statistically lasts much longer, avoiding any common breaks over time. Other than that, it's nice to see the all-black simplicity of the design that Razer have gone for here. I feel it's easily inclusive for anyone to wear, as it's universal enough to fit nicely into any personal setup. Now let's get into the overall wearability here. They do have some weight to them, but not so much that it's cumbersome over a long period of time. I like how firm they sit around my ears, giving that gentle pressure for a solid sound cancelling effect. The ear cups are a little on the small side, with my ears sitting quite snug inside the cup. They are height adjustable, making it easy to place comfortably over your ears using the numbered scale to help keep it precisely even on both sides. There's a slight tilt to the main frame where it attaches to the ear cups for some great flexibility, fitting much better to various head shapes. It also scales down small enough for kids to wear, which is nice to see. The connection wire has a USB connector, which is great for direct connection with your PC. The wire measures at around 195 centimeters, which is plenty of distance for those who don't have their PC tower nearby. So plugging in the headphones will prompt you to download the usual menu of Razer apps to helpfully control your setup. Whether you have Razer tech already, the Synapse app is a really good shout for altering certain features like haptics tech or spatial audio depending on what content you're interacting with. Internally, Razer has included some pretty intense hardware for serious sound quality. You get some things that you would expect to find in a luxury headset, like high clarity 50mm drivers for distinct highs and lows, as well as bonus 7.1 surround sound capabilities with THX realistic audio. But what really makes these desirable for the gamers is the insane use of the haptic tech to let you feel the sound on another level. It can be controlled using the Synapse app, but it's also directly controlled using the button I mentioned earlier on the right earpiece. It uses a series of audio cues to indicate whether it's at a low, medium, or high intensity, or just simply off altogether. With each shift, I can experience what that level of intensity would feel like in a short burst, which is a nice little taster for getting to know this feature and how it works. It also has spatial audio mode, which like most features can be customized depending on if you're watching movies or playing games. All of this can be adapted within the Synapse app if you choose to, but I know I'll definitely be making use of the movie and game modes. Now, as it has a USB connection on the wire as opposed to an audio jack, it's compatible with both PlayStation and Nintendo Switch consoles, as well as your PC, but not currently with Xbox models. As mentioned earlier, there is the ability to head over to the Chroma Studio for altering the light sequence on the sides. The level of detail you can go into is unreal, choosing from a selection of effects and picking specific colour shades from the palette along the side. It also adapts the colour on the headset in real time, so I can check out the effect on the headphones instantly, which is pretty cool. What's great is that if I also have an RGB keyboard, for example, like the Razer Huntsman V2 I have here, I can also change the lighting on that as well at the same time. So getting into the audio performance, I found the headset to work incredibly well. I'm not usually used to such decadence in my audio hardware, so for a relatively new Razer user, I was treated to a first-hand account to next level audio. So I found just playing a movie on Netflix, I instantly heard the difference between my regular headset. The spatial audio is instantly noticeable, and the 7.1 surround sound just adds that next level of detail that you were always intended to hear in your favourite movies. The layers in the audio jumped around me, letting me distinguish bass coming from the left and someone speaking to the right. It's incredibly realistic, but ever so slightly surreal to have such detailed audio in what was usually quite flat compared to my basic headset. Most noticeably, of course, is the haptic tech and spatial audio being put to work in some of my favourite games. One of the craziest things about this headset has to be the haptics control. Now, depending on how sensitive your ears are, I did find the highest setting to be quite intense, but on the lower settings it was insane how realistic the sound was. I can't deny that it actually helped when weeding out opponents, as I could hear approaching footsteps from all angles, and with the vibrations from the haptics, I could easily discern the intensity of gunshots, giving me a good idea on the direction of the shot. It's also super immersive. I genuinely felt more in tune with the environment thanks to the layered audio, separating out opposing players' sounds as well as enhancing the overall atmosphere of the map I was playing on. Of course, the sound cancelling effect did help keep out any distracting external sounds, but it also raised the intensity of the haptic vibrations. To give you an idea on the intensity, I held a cup of water up against the headset while playing a song with a heavy bass line, and you can see here just how much each stage ramps up respectively. Though the microphone is detachable, I was glad to see there were no noticeable faults when adjusting the microphone. The cable is flexible, holding itself nicely in place so it's not so close to my mouth. As you can hear from this quick sound test, the audio quality is crisp and clear, so I am absolutely assured that my teammates will be able to hear my every word. As you can hear though, the microphone quality has some wonderful clarity, picking up my voice clearly thanks to the cardioid setup, only picking up direct speech while cancelling out any surrounding disturbances. Overall, this headset really holds up to expectations. It's surprisingly lightweight considering the premium materials used, and it's super comfortable to wear thanks to the memory foam cushions. The RGB lighting is a nice touch, adding that gamer vibe to fit in well with my setup. It's everything you expect when wanting the ultimate gaming headset, delivering beautifully rich, detailed audio with a secret weapon that gives you the one-up on the competition. So what are your thoughts on this Razer Kraken V3 gaming headset? Let us know in the comments below, and if you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to Box, where we have plenty of hands-on reviews on the latest tech. And as always, thanks for watching.